Yeah.
Thing you know what all the artists do when they come to Smooth Day in the neighborhood. They spit their ish. So
Yeah.
we here today, Artist of the Week. We're here with Jody the Real.
Jody the Real.
I put my hand right there, hold me closer, and I put your hands right there, boy, I'll show you.
Wait, no, you gotta let me yowl. So how you gonna take over my thing?
My fault, man.
Alright.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yo, Tom Braves, you see what he do, man.
Show 'em how to move and stomp niggas in groups. Grab the Smith & Wesson, get the flexing, so who you testing? What? With my aggression, I break a nigga neck into sections. Flow as hell, but I'm sending your ass to heaven, yeah. What?
Nah, I mean, we out here. We here with our boy Leon Marin.
Leon Marin.
You know what I mean? Straight from where you getting from again?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Juanas, you heard?
Juanas.
Now I know the scenery's a little different this time though, but we had to get up out of here.
Yeah. Had to switch it up a little bit.
We had to switch it up a little bit, aka the motherfuckers locked us out the radio station. But that's okay though. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Because it's all about the artists and the underground community as usual.
And we didn't want to kick it in being negative, you know?
Word. So Leon, so tell everybody about yourself.
Good. I'm a hip-hop music artist that's conceptual. Basically what I do is I jot down life experiences. I don't really lie in my lyrics. I tell a lot of people about the things that I've already been through initially. And at the end of the day, I create concepts based on my past experiences. And it could be anywhere from party songs to real serious songs to free verses to freestyles. But so long as there's like real truth to it, that's the kind of music I like to make.
So you make more poetry.
Yeah, it's like
Yes, I explored your YouTube channel and I realized that you've done a lot, man. You know what I mean? You was actually on Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Fallon.
Fallon, yeah.
Oh, Fallon. I'm sorry. See,
it's all right.
I'm losing my mind already.
It's all right. But you got locked outside the radio station, so you're it's a little off.
But yeah, just tell everybody about that experience real quick.
How was that experience for you?
It was enlightening. The reason why I say that is because I had a conversation with Black Thor from The Roots.
Really?
Shout out to Black Thor from The Roots.
He actually told me, like, stay humble. You know, just be yourself at all times, whether people want to, you know, like it, disagree, or agree with it. He explained to me that just rap, like just be yourself entirely as you're giving them your raps.
All right, and you wasn't nervous as hell?
Yeah.
No.
Now listen, man, I'm in front of all those people, I'm gonna be nervous as hell.
Right.
I wasn't nervous.
Really? Because they had you do a freestyle rap where they gave you a specific item to rap about.
Yeah.
And you had to make a freestyle about that. So
On the spot.
On the spot. So
So you didn't have to prep for it?
No. The only way we prepped for it was he kind of gave us examples in the back.
Yes.
But they wouldn't give us the exact words he would use because they went off a machine. The machine was like a clicker.
Yeah.
Basically, it would scroll fast and then slow down and click on which word it would want.
Right.
So no, I didn't have no real time to prep for the actual words. Like,
You just went with the flow.
yeah.
All right. So that sounds fantastic. So, like, I see that this is your life, man. Like, you really enjoy the true heart of hip hop. So when did you realize, like, yo, this is for me, man? I want to rhyme.
Well, I wanted to rhyme all pretty much like ever since I was like 11, 12.
Really?
Honestly, as far as taking it seriously, I just figured it out. Literally, just figured it out.
How old were you when you figured it out?
Like probably like this year.
Oh, this year.
Wow. But you accomplished so much beforehand. So
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't matter, man. To be honest with you, I mean, I just appreciate life.
all right.
So what was it about music before that didn't grab your attention as much?
It became more of a job. Like I love music wholeheartedly. Like I love music like it really helped me get through a lot of things in my life.
Right.
So when it became more like, you know, this is what you got to do for money, you kind of lose the sense of really loving what you really love to do.
Passion.
Yeah,
Right.
like it was this year. Like I just recently spoke with a mentor of mine. I've known him since I was 11 years old, so he really knows me, like what I've been through. And he basically explained to me, like, you're so caught up in trying to make money that you forgot about what you really love to do. And when he hit me with that, I was like, like it really.
Like it's not all about the money.
No.
It's all about your passion.
It's definitely not about the money.
It's just hard.
Not just about the money.
You don't find it harder though? Sorry to interrupt you. You don't find it harder to not have the money to do what you want to do?
Well, the brokest times in your life are the most fun experiences. Because when you get money, people tend to change, you know, even yourself.
Well, so what was your first project then? Since you said you just figured it out, so what was your first project that you ever did?
My first project that I ever did was Food for Thought. It was a mixtape that garnered 15 tracks, and it came out in 2010. If you backtrack to 2010, you'll find a video online called State of HipHop, and you can literally look it up. I can't take it down, even though I begged God to crash that YouTube so bad. I don't have a password.
Why you? Oh, because you lost the password.
No, somebody else put it up. That was my cameraman.
Without you?
No, he knew. At the time, I thought it was the most fire song ever. But now that I look back, I'm like, oh.
I could have did better.
Nah, it's not even just that. It's just a horrible song. Not a horrible song. It's great meaning to it. It's a horrible like outfit I had on. It was.
Oh, your whole thing wasn't together.
My flow was decent at best. It was a lot.
At least you ain't had a little beef though. So what do you think about hip hop today?
I think it just depends on how you look at it. But for me, I think it's good. Like I don't think anything's meant to stay the same. You know what I mean? You get with for instance, I'll use an analogy. You get with a woman, her first hand, she's guarded. As you go along, she may open up. You know what I mean? And I think with hip hop, it's a win or lose because it's opened up to so many countries now. You know what I mean? It's opened up to such a bigger, broader horizon. But the music has gotten so like dumbed down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but you got to think of it this way. I look at it this way. Lupe Fiasco said it best. You got smart cousins, you got dumb cousins, and you got mediocre cousins. And I consider that hip hop. Like there's people that we consider like dumb rappers. Then there's smart rappers, and then there's kind of in between. Like, so when people be like, "Oh, I hate that song," I'm like, "Well, it's all right," but 20,000 other people disagree with it. So, but for me, I think it's a good thing. You know, I just listen to what I listen to. I give everybody a chance as far as listening. If I don't like it, I don't like it.
Okay, so who are your influences then?
Right now, in rap?
Well, kind of like in the beginning stages. Who inspired you to rap? Oh,
Tupac.
Tupac.
Biggie, Nas, Jay,
fantastic.
Big L, Eminem, Busta Rhymes, Leaders of the New School. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. If we sit here and do this, it'd probably be over 200 rappers.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's not rappers today. It's more from back in the day.
But there's some people that Drake. People be hating on Drake, but I feel like he represents a lot of us. Like, we be in motion. Really, like I like Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem is dope. I mean, sometimes he throws me off with his content of music.
I think it's good to throw people off though.
It is, but you also gotta gravitate to their ear.
Yeah, but the world is two-sided. You know what I'm saying? People want to be different and they want to be normal again. If you're too different, you don't want to be different. If you're too normal, you don't want to be normal. It's just weird. And Eminem is kind of like in between, in the sense like you'll relate to him, but then when he throws you off, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Like when Kanye made Yeezus and everybody hated him, it's a good thing to do that. You know,
right.
It's great. I feel like if I throw you off, that's even better.
Right. True art forces people to have an opinion.
An opinion, right.
That's what they say. True art is.
Even with people say I throw them off all the time. I'm like, that's a blessing. Why would I want to be like you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Or be so predictable, so you know.
Exactly. You want to be yourself. So what about any new projects you got coming out?
I'm working on a mixtape called Wish Me Success. I just made it a mixtape yesterday. It was gonna be an album. And then this OG, he basically broke down to me like, why would you make an album if nobody knows you? And he broke everything down. He was just telling me, if you make an album, it's more difficult to shop around, because especially in the industry, because they really want to hear you body their own records to see if you can make hits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And from there, I just decided it was a mixtape.
Well, what's the concept behind it? Like the meaning behind the concept?
The same concept I had with Food for Thought, but Food for Thought was like, you ever done a rough draft paper and you look at it and go, damn, I gotta do another one. Then you do the second draft, the third draft, and finally the final draft.
And then that one is
And
the one you're satisfied
that's the
with.
one you give to the teacher, and you're like, yo, this is the final draft. Like, think of it that way. I made 3 mixtapes. I wasn't satisfied when I really looked back at all of them. And then this is the final draft paper. Like, this is it.
I mean, I understand what you're saying though, but I mean those albums just show progress. So you can't go. I mean, all right. I just feel like you can't go back and like, damn, I hated this project because it was such a long time ago. I think you should look on it and look like, yo, look how far I came.
I don't think it's progress when you feel like you half-assed.
Oh, so that's how you feel.
I felt like I half-assed. Like, I felt like I could have gone harder. I felt like I rushed. Like this tape we've been working on for damn near a year and a half.
Really?
Sure.
Are you comfortable working with other artists?
Yeah, I just feel like other artists, though, to be honest with you, I feel like they're not really who they say they are.
Everybody says that.
Nah, you know why I say that though? I'm gonna explain.
Yeah.
I'm no gangster. I'm not a pretty boy. I'm not like anything. Like I'm just a human being, which is great. But a lot of artists, I could walk through my hood and get all the love I want because I'm a real person. Like as far as I'm real with the OGs, the shooters, the gangsters, all of them. Because I'm such an honest person, none of them mess with me. You get what I'm saying? They got like a level of respect for me. Artists I be hearing on tracks be like, yeah, I do and pop you and then I kid you not, this is what happens. Like artists that say I got the Maserati coupe outside and then they like, yo, you taking a J train? Yeah.
Yeah, we on that.
But that's what I'm saying.
And we hopping too.
I heard
and we hopping. What's up?
I heard an artist recently that said he gonna put the clip to my head, and he was literally just talking. Like he not about that life. So
he was dissing you?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I know a lot of those. Trust me.
But that's my point. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Everything in my music. You know Tupac, obviously. You know Tupac. Right. Tupac said in an interview one time, you should hold these artists accountable for what they say. And I like, to be honest, when I'm in an interview, I'm like open, but sometimes I'm really nervous as hell. Because you never know how the viewer is going to react to what you're saying. You know what I mean? So I can't tell what the world's going to think. I can only tell you what I'm going to think. But
yeah, I feel you, man. That's definitely factual. But so relating more back to music, you have a concept called free verse. Mm-hmm. Now I hear other rappers call their work freestyles though. So just talk a little bit behind the meaning of free verse.
Well, there's a debate that goes on consistently that a freestyle is off the top of the head. That's what they say. Yeah. So I call it free verse because I wrote it. It's a verse. It's literally, there's no style, so I guess you could call it a freestyle. But I didn't want to have that debate with people. Like yo, it's not a freestyle. It's you didn't do it off the head. So I just was like, it's a free verse. It's a verse that I gave you for free. That's one. There's no charge. There's no style in the verse. It's just everywhere, and I wrote it. So it's a verse. You get what I'm saying? So
it's the same thing as freestyle. Like to me, it's the same thing.
I'm telling you, man, you could debate that with so many people, and they will go in on you talking about a freestyle.
I've been there.
And then you'll try to explain, and it's like Kevin Hart. Let me explain, please. Like then you look at your man's, help me. Like I'm telling you, man. I've had that debate so many times with people. It's a freestyle. No, it's not. Freestyle's off the head. I stopped doing it. I just call it free verse.
Have you performed at a lot of venues?
277 last year.
277 venues? That's almost the amount of days.
Yeah.
well, from doing that, putting in that groundwork, what was the feedback from you?
I don't know, man. You know why I say that? Because people will be in front of you and they'll be like, yo, good job, man. Yo, great job, man. I'm gonna check you out. And then the minute you get home, you followed the dude and he didn't even follow you back. And you're like, yo, I thought you was gonna check me out, man. So, you know what it did? It opened up doors for me in the perspective that, in a sense, I can now put a value on my work because everybody knows it. But now when I put out something new, they all know it's gonna be good. You get what I'm saying? It's like you running around with this radio team. You know what I mean? Yeah. To the point where next year you might be able to charge now because you've been everywhere. You done meet murder, all of them, you know what I'm saying? So people look at you and go, I want to be a part of that now, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it did. It opened up a lot of doors and avenues for me, basically because I was so willing to put myself out there. And I feel like a lot of artists should do that, you know what I'm saying? But now artists kind of feel like they're important in the essence that they can pick and choose. But I feel like when you're just starting, you really can't pick and choose. I can't sell you. I mean, you could always pick and choose. You got a choice in life, you know what I mean? But I can't tell you I'm more important than you. That's why I'm not choosing your station, because I feel like I'm higher than you. And nobody knows nobody knows who I am, you know what I mean? So even with this station, you know what I mean? I can't say that. Like, me saying that would kill an opportunity for me.
Right. And that's why it was a good opportunity for us to actually have you here.
Thank you.
Right, because we really respect that people that grind. And even though you just took it seriously, as you say, from what I see, it looked like you was been grinding, though. I'm just saying, though.
No, I don't mean serious. I mean, you fall in and out of love. You know, you ever been with a woman where you feel like when it's good, when it's bad, I don't love her no more.
Yeah, some days you hate her, some days you love her.
Like with music, here's the thing, I love music so much, but I hate the politics.
Right.
Like, I hate the fact that, I wouldn't say hate, I'd say dislike. I dislike the fact that because you might not like me, but you like my music, you're too afraid to say it. Like, I'm saying a lot of people, here's the thing, social media. A lot of people, what they do is they get into arguments on social media, and they think it's the end of the world, rather than like meeting in person and squashing it. You know what I'm saying? My man's has a rule. We go 3 minutes fighting immediately, just 3 minutes, and then we squash and shake hands. And that's his rule. I mean, we don't gotta fight, but I'm saying just the fact that we could meet up and talk, we don't do that no more. Like, we,
as people,
the minute, no. The minute you get a text, I hate you too, don't ever speak to me, bloop, delete it. Like, it's just, there's no conversation. Yeah, you see them, you be.
Nah, that's facts though, because that delete button could delete people from your lives forever.
I feel you, but you gotta understand.
Minor too.
But you gotta understand, it's minor, man. Like,
it is.
Nobody dying, nobody like getting robbed, nobody squeezing off. It's minor. Like, you gotta say something really foul for me to, like, really dead you. Like, you gotta say something really, really, like, we gotta be at a funeral when my pops died, and you be like, I'm glad he died. And then it's just like, like, it's just like, yo, which is like, like you can't, it's not that serious. And that's what I mean, I feel like rap is Broadway now.
It is.
In a sense, like they'll have plans where they'll tell you, yo, hit him or pretend to beef with him, so you could get up, and then we're gonna use that to our advantage and put it in magazines.
Artists arguing over hoes.
They be like, put a flag in your pocket. Lil Wayne did it.
WWE shit.
Like, I literally was in a studio session once, and I literally seen an artist walk into the session. We're working up beats, and my man's like, yo, what you think of the beats? I'm like, they are, you know, it needs a little work for me. You know, somebody else might like them, but I personally felt like it needed a little more work. So that's how we are. We be in the studio and we be like, that verse was whack, like, do it over. And that's how we are. So the guy comes in and he's like, yo, what up? He starts rapping, and I kid you not, it killed me. He was just like, I got the hammer in my jeans and I'm about to shoot off everybody. And I kid you not, the kid was like, no lie, the kid was like 15, 16. And he didn't even like act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh my God.
You know where that comes from? The influence from Chicago and all these other young artists.
He had dreads too?
No, braids. Those are close.
Braids. As long as it got a little twist in it, then it's a little image.
I feel like you let people influence you, but you don't let people ruin you. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I like his hat. You know what I'm saying? I might buy his hat, but I'm not gonna act like him while I'm buying his hat.
Yeah, because that team sucks. So hopefully.
I get it. But you know what I like about this, man? I don't want it to be like an interview. Just being honest. I want it to be like we really converse.
No, that's how it always is, though. You know what I mean? I think you see me, like, you know, give artists a hard, well, not give artists a hard time, but I might poke at them a little bit.
Yo, you can poke, man. It don't bother me. Yeah. You can ask me anything you want. Literally, I'll tell the world. It don't bother me.
If you was to get a deal, you wouldn't let them change your image.
I mean, at some point, your image is going to change regardless, even yours. You know why I say that? Because
why do you say that?
Because you get exposed to newer things. There are hats that he's never seen that he might see when he gets big, and he might love those hats. And other people may be like, "What the hell are you doing? Why did you change up?"
But you're interested in new different
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Kanye West changed because Kanye got exposed to so much things. You know what I'm saying? They keep us limited. Like all we know right now is Jordans and this and this. But when we make so much money and we're flying everywhere, you might find a Hulu. It might be like, yo, this is fire. Like, this is what I want to wear now. And put the hula up on your arm like a book bag. And be like, yo, this is that joint, yo.
I don't know about me.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not specific. I'm giving you an example. I'm just saying, you might find a do-rag that you've never found before. For real. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. I still remember dudes that used to wear the textbook skins as like do-rags. I still remember that, man. I still remember that. So you might find stuff like that and be like, this is fairly interesting. Like this is.
I guess it's the things you experience. You know?
But you're gonna change, man. You've never been successful. Like you've been successful at waking up and really trying to grind. You know what I'm saying? That's your success. But I'm talking about success to a point where the whole world knows you now. Where it's like the minute somebody mentions your name, oh yeah, you know, either bad or good. You know what I mean? Like we haven't been exposed to that yet. I want to get exposed. I just don't want to get exposed the wrong way.
Okay.
What I mean by that is, I feel like as a person, and I'll say it straight to the camera, really get to know me. Don't see me on a social site. Don't see me at a show. I have asthma, level 3 asthma. I get off a stage, I don't want to talk to nobody. Don't take it as I'm snubbing you. It's just, I need to breathe, man. You know the Mario song, How Do I Breathe? I really try to figure that out sometimes. Like, I be coming off the stage and I...
Oh,
and they be, yo, he snubbed me, man. It's over, man. I don't want to talk to him no more. He's a fool. I'm not talking about his music no more. Like,
so I assume that you don't
like
smoke
that.
then.
No.
Okay.
That's
No.
good.
All right, that's good. That's good. Even though your little cloud look a little high, though. I mean, I'm just saying.
This is Style on Style,
Okay.
SOS. Shout out to SOS.
Yo, shout out to SOS.
We got my boy Africa in the back right now.
Yeah, you
chilling.
are. Yeah, chilling, man.
But yeah, I mean, this is all sponsors.
Yeah.
Look, this is SOS. This cup of tea.
I mean,
This SOS.
I mean,
this is Cornelius Creations.
I mean, it ain't kind of warm for a Scully though. You know what I mean? you're not hot dog.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I respect it, man.
You
know what I mean? Talk about the Jack Thurley 16 cipher thing. Yeah, I know that was a cool experience.
16 and better.
16
Jack.
and better.
You owe me another apology.
What he do? What Jack did?
Jack came. I went up to Jack, right, and I was just trying to network like any artist would. And Jack is a real cool guy. He's a little tips. I went up to him trying to network, and he kept telling me this thing where he was like, "Yo, you don't take it seriously. Like you're not taking this serious. You're supposed to be over in the corner practicing your verse to get it in. Like you talking to me, this is not doing anything to you. You gotta."
Well, you was about to audition for it?
No, I didn't have to audition. I didn't have to
Oh, you
audition.
didn't have to
No,
audition?
he just put me on the show. I didn't have to pay or nothing. You know, honestly, like.
But why would he say that to you if you just asking him a question?
No, you know what it was, man? I was trying to have conversation. You know, I'm the type of person, I meet people and I really try to converse and try to understand their minds. You know what it is? It's not even just about music. All honesty, sometimes I'm afraid of people, but I try to open up. You know what I'm saying? I really try to open up. Sometimes I get really scared of people. Like I get scared because I have a hard time trusting people. But when I meet these people that can do things not only for me, but can give me wisdom in the sense that even if it's not about music, it's just in the essence of he could teach me something that I haven't already known. You know what I'm saying? I guess he took it like, you know, you're supposed to be in complete focus towards this show right now, and you're trying to ask me questions that are kind of irrelevant to the show. So he was telling me, you know, focus. After I did the whole free verse, like the whole joint, he apologized to me because he was like, I thought you was gonna be whack, and I thought you wasn't focused enough. And I explained to Jack. I told him, this is what we do. Like as artists, this is what we do. The minute you be like, yo, we gonna rap, that's all we do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all y'all do is pretty much go outside and represent an urban culture. You know what I'm saying? That's your whole lifestyle. So it's either we rapping, we playing ball, or they're smoking, we're chilling, we're slinging in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our culture. You know what I mean? Breakdancing, dancing, graffiti. It's our culture. So when he was telling me to focus, I was telling him like this is something that's already genetically in my blood. Like it's in me. I don't know. I guess he took it like every other artist. You know when every other artist be like, no, I'm nice.
Nice, yeah. So real Drake, just give me the deal and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even want to deal. Like I went in there solely to have a conversation. Like,
Nah, I'm saying, you know how some artists have that perception where they want to go there and they just want to conversate with the person that's going to get them in the door without actually showing something. You got something to show.
Now, I know there's always something to show. I know I'm going to get snubbed a lot. Right. I know for a fact because they don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? For instance, I went to a Vado event and Vado snubbed me completely. Like he shook my hand. He shook my hand, but I guess he didn't snub me. He shook my hand, but his bodyguard snubbed me. Like his bodyguard kind of was like, "Yo, back up," you know. Yeah. Then my homegirl goes to take a picture, and he was just like, and that just woke me up. Like I was like, you know, one of those moments in the movies when you take out, where like the country people take out their hat, like one of these, but it's not a bucket, it's like one of those big hats, and they go, "Well, I'll be damned." Like that's how I felt, yo. I really felt like that. I was like you know, one of the freeze moments in the camera where it's just like.
Wow. And you stayed for bad long, right?
Yo, man, I was shocked, man. I was talking to the guy who was doing the bathroom tissue work.
Yeah.
And he had like the jar of Snickers and everything, and you had to give him $1 every time you wanted to take some. So I would go to the bathroom. I'm talking to him. I was honestly kind of tight. I was like, why they gotta snub me? Like all I wanted to do was say what up. Why he had to snub me? And the guy, I'm forgetting this guy's getting paid to stand there. So he's looking at me. Yeah. And then I'm grabbing candy. And I was just like,
oh,
I'm giving him $1 thinking he's like my therapist. I'm like,
you gotta pay attention.
I was not paying attention, man. But honestly, you get snubbed a lot. And I think that's the reason why a lot of artists pick up that, like you said, influence. Yeah. A lot of them pick that attitude up, man. When I was a little younger, I did that to people. Honestly, I'm sorry. I really did. I did that to people.
Really?
Yeah, for real. That's why my whole mentality had to change up. I had to meet people who told me, yo, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? You bugging. Like, you really bugging out. You think you bigger than everybody, and you're not. You're not even close. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts. It bruises your ego. But you're like, yo, you come to reality. Like, yo, nobody opening doors for me. Nobody saying, I'm getting on the train. I got a 9 to 5.
You're at point A right now in your career.
Yeah.
Now, what do you feel like you have to do to get to point B?
There's so many different things you could do, man. You could bump into a celebrity tomorrow and he just thinks you're so nice, he puts you on.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm focused on dropping a mixtape and then giving it to the right people and getting the right DJ on it.
So what point B you think would be for you?
Point B is like, you ever play Mortal Kombat? You ever played Mortal Kombat when he goes on like the journey? I forgot which Mortal Kombat that was. He goes on like this long journey and he has to figure out all the moves.
Right. You gotta go from place to place.
Yeah, that's the journey, man.
Right,
so when you say point B is like where you really want to be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In between that is that whole journey. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, I feel you.
Right now, I'm gonna put out a mixtape.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to the right people. I'm gonna get the right DJ on it. I'm trying to drop it on 7-11. I just love those numbers. I had Leon Marin music originally. It had 3,000 page likes.
Word.
Yeah, I changed it recently.
Why? Yeah.
Leon Marin brand. Because I don't feel like I just do music. Like I graphic design, I website design.
Damn,
I know how to
do URL though, dog?
No. I already changed it twice. One was Leon Marin. One was Leon Marin is music, and then I changed it to Leon Marin's music, and then it only let me change it one more time. So right now I'm at 34 likes. You know, I feel like anybody could have a bunch of likes, but if it means nothing, it's nothing. I'd rather have 34 core following than 3,000 and only 3 people coming to a show. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I looked at it. You know what I mean? So right now, it's Leon Marin brand. You can check me out on everything at Leon Marin brand. And then we'll see where it goes from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that when I drop this tape, y'all support it as well, and then y'all help me push it. I hope y'all push y'all. But right now, I'll be honest, my attitude is completely different. I don't want to ever feel like I'm more superior than anybody. I'm really trying to practice this thing called humility. So that's where I'm at right now. But as far as point A to point B, put out the tape, see where it goes. I got a game plan behind it as far as like who I want to put on it, as far as the DJs. I'm not too sure about features, but I spoke with like 3 or 4 artists that potentially I want on it. But I have the songs for them, but some songs require a singer. I have a singer, but sometimes she can't make it, you know what I'm saying? But I really, you know when you have a set date for something, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, you just gotta kind of take that song off. That's where I'm at right now. Like I have a few songs I really want on, but I have other songs that are just as good, you know what I'm saying? So I look at it like, if this don't work, I'm gonna have to go with this one because I can't wait on somebody else, you know, for my own success.
I saw a lot of your stuff. I like your free verse, the Versace free verse. Do you do videos for all your free verses?
Yeah,
I'm about to start. I found a guy who recently said he'll shoot some videos with me.
Okay.
And he's an artist too, so he understands what I'm going through. I find a lot of video people, but what happens is they're not artists.
No,
So they don't understand like what exactly. You know how you ever talk to a person, and you know, part of me. I know this is a long interview, but this is a great interview because I'm giving y'all everything. You know what I'm saying? But you know how you ever talk to a person and you really try to tell them what it is, but they just don't get it. Like you be like, yo, I want to shoot by that door over there, and I kind of want to lean on it. No, it's not gonna. It's gonna look cheesy. Well, let's just try it out and see how it comes out. Maybe you can edit it a little more and see how it comes out.
Ask them their ideas, they don't have them.
Yeah, and that's what I bump into a lot. And there has been times, honestly, I could say I've been lazy, where as far as, I'm just keeping it a buck, as far as they'll tell me to write a treatment. And I'm kind of like, the song has a treatment in itself, let's just shoot the video. I know kind of what I want to do.
So, is there anything you want to tell to your viewers before you get on and perform?
I just want to say that I'm a real person, as far as not being real as far as the word real. I'm not saying I'm not real, I'm just saying, you can hit me up, we can have a conversation. I feel like a lot of artists, and not even just artists, just people kind of make it seem like you can't talk to them, you know what I mean? You hit them up on Facebook, they never reply. You can hit me up, you know, and have a conversation with me. I actually like conversations like this. So, you know, anybody that wants to orchestrate a conversation, I'm more than willing to. But all I want to say is wish me success, 7-Eleven. Make sure to check out leonmarin.com, LeonMarin.com. I also have leonmarinmusic.com. I have both domains, so you can check out either one. And you know, just be real with yourself, man. Don't try to change for nobody unless you feel like it's a good suggestion. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like anybody adds vices to your life. I feel like that's solely up to God. You know, but if you believe, you know, or if you believe in yourself, it's up to you. But I'm saying, just be yourself all times. You know, it took me a real long time to figure myself out, but I finally got it figured out. So if you definitely support me, just keep supporting me. I'm gonna bring you some new music on 7-Eleven. And check out these guys. They got a great radio station.
Yeah, thank you. We not in the radio station though, but you know,
we outside.
We improvise. You see, that's what life is all about sometimes, improvising. So
bringing that frequency.
So first of all, Leon Marin, he gonna take you away. He gonna spit some shit, and we gonna do this. You heard?
We'll be right back.
I elevated as a dude from the gutter like a bowl. Lotto for these dreams, I've been trying to win it all. Biggie for this money, I ain't trying to have it small. While these ladies play the pins impacted by my balls. Got a fresh new swag, call it Lil B cooking. Bridge meets the hook from Manhattan to Brooklyn.